Lance Hall here for Let's Discuss with Lance Hall. Happy to welcome a couple members of Cobra Spell to the program today. Sonia Anubis, guitarist, and brand new vocalist Christina. How are you?
Good. Thank you.
We are doing good. We just came back from the tour. We are just have like 3 days off, and then we're going back on tour again. So we are very pumped and excited for bringing Cobra Spell on the stages in Europe right now. So we are a little bit tired, but we're very excited.
Yeah.
And you're troopers for doing interviews like this on a Sunday, on a day off.
Absolutely.
So how did I read Alex sort of had a change of what heart, not heart. What is the word I'm looking for here? Priorities, maybe? Help me explain this, Sonia, with Alex departing and Christina coming in.
Well, actually, Alex didn't change priorities.
Okay.
The band changed the priorities. That's the
Okay.
thing. So we started as a side project. We started without giving this Cobra Spot a priority. This band started as a fun thing. We just wanted to create music and play for fun. And if there is any shows that we can book, sure, let's do it. We all had our different bands. Like I was in Crypta, Burning Witches, and the other members also had their own bands. And yeah, Cobra Spell was kind of like a side project, as I say. This has been changing due to how the EPs have been received. Love Venom was received very well. And this is when I started kind of like taking the band a little bit more seriously. And when Anthems of the Night was received, then I really was like a wake-up call. Okay, this band really has some potential. The music is being received very well. It's time to really take this band off, and maybe we should start touring. And I communicated this with everyone in the band, and for Alex, this was something that is not possible to make it. He has his job, and playing a tour that is longer than a week is something that is impossible for him. And we're really good friends. He is a talented guy, and we wish him the best. And I'm really happy that we both can still be friends after parting ways with each other. And well, this opened doors to search for a new vocalist, and this is what I did, looking for a new singer. And this is how we got Christina, and she has an amazing range. She is a very talented singer, and I'm very happy to have her in the band.
So Christina, did you know everyone from Cobra Spell before this, or are you relatively new to everyone, or how did you come into the band?
I knew Sonia like 2 years ago from the social media. I was following her, and I knew about her previous bands and the projects that she had. But the thing is that I knew the members of the band, like all the members. I met them the very first day of the first tour, actually.
Yeah.
We had rehearsals before, but not all of them were able to come. But going so fast, explaining so fast, I saw the post on Sonia's Instagram, like we are looking for a female singer. And yeah, absolutely. I sent her a message. I recorded the song that she asked like in 2 hours. And then I went to the Netherlands to do the audition, and here I am.
Yeah, she learned the set list in 1 week.
I was going to say, you had a lot of lyrics and stuff to memorize. I mean, that's dedication right there.
Yeah, and there is already enough videos to prove, like on YouTube, of her performing is amazing. She is an amazing front woman, and she's so talented, and I'm very excited to write some new music with her, and hopefully showing Cobra Spell with her voice on it.
Absolutely. I look forward to that as well. I want to talk about some of the songs on Anthems of the Night. I made some notes on each one. Addicted, I thought, was a great opener. I want to preface this by saying I've watched a couple of your interviews, and I love your passion for life, music, and particularly the 80s.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I can tell you, Sonia, I lived them. I was there. I'm old enough to remember.
I'm jealous now.
Dawkins opening up for Twisted Sister.
Seriously?
I saw Dawkins open up for Twisted Sister. I saw Ronnie James Dio on the Sacred Heart tour, which is one of the most fantastic shows I've ever seen in my life.
Wow.
Ingve opened up for AC/DC.
Damn.
You name them, we saw them. We were there. And
Wow. Yeah, that's my dream, but some dreams are impossible. That's one of my impossible dreams, to relive the 80s that I haven't even experienced. So
well,
the only way for me is to kind of like create my own 80s band and hope that I can kind of relive the 80s somehow. So
yeah, and the one word that I always fall back on to describe the 80s is we had fun. It was so much fun in the 80s. And if you can bring some of that back, we need it. That's what we need right now.
That's what we need indeed. I see in music, people take sometimes things way too seriously. There's a lack of bands that do it for fun, just have fun on the music videos, have fun on stage without any kind of limitations and rules. We just want to go crazy on stage. This is the mentality of those bands in the 80s. If you see David Lee Roth playing on stage, performing on stage, he really was going crazy, and we want to bring those stage antics back.
Yes, I saw him twice in the 80s, both Eat 'em and Smile and the Skyscraper tours.
Wow.
Eat 'em and Smile, he had Tesla opening. Skyscraper, it was Poison.
Damn.
Yeah. So track one, Addicted, perfect 80s vibe right there. If you were looking to recapture it, you have right there. What sort of, did a certain artist influence you on that one? I hear so much of an 80s vibe in that, or is it just something you came up with on your own?
Addicted to the Night was actually very inspired by Halloween.
Okay, cool.
It will be kind of hard to hear for some people.
Yeah.
But I remember with Angelina has always been there in my composition process. She's always there to say, okay, that's a good idea or that's not a good idea. And she told me, let's make a song that reminds us to Halloween. I said, okay. But it actually didn't end up to sound like Halloween at all, to be honest. It doesn't sound like Halloween. But yeah, and so on. The intro was very inspired by Halloween, and the rest of the song just came naturally, really. The composition was coming out like very, very fast. We wrote this song in less than a day, As for the lyrics, we wanted to create something that was kind of like a story, just a story from a man going out and being addicted to the night, literally addicted to the night, and addicted to those, how to say it, to drugs, pretty much, to drugs, all the toxic things from going out. And we wanted to explain how that feeling of ecstasy, that feeling of that pleasure kind of fades away through the night. And we wanted to kind of express that in the song somehow. And this is what Addicted to the Night is about.
Nice. Midnight Hour, I loved your tone in that song, your guitar tone. It was so thick.
Thank you.
Just heavy tone, and I noticed your influences. So you started out on bass. Is that where you get that big thick tone from with the guitar on that one?
So with that, we recorded all the songs with a combination of my Jackson Warrior, the one with natural finish, that one right there.
Yeah.
All the songs are 50% recorded with that one, and a Gibson Les Paul that we landed from the guys from Hitten.
Okay.
50% Les Paul, 50% Jackson, in combination of I believe it was a PV5150 and a different amp. I'm not sure if we used the same or if we introduced a Marshall Plexi, but I'm not exactly sure because it's been like a while already. But we had a combination of this, so that's why we have like a very chunky, old school sound, though with a modern production. And as for the composition of the Midnight Hour, I was definitely trying to make a more sleazy, sexy song like they were made in the 80s. You have these bands like Rat and Poison that have these slower songs that have a more bluesy approach. For example, let me tell you, what was the name of this song? Fuck. I forget it. Yeah, it's been like.
Are you talking Rat or Poison here? I'm trying to think of a song.
Because Rat has a lot of like All or Nothing by Rat is one of those songs that I really inspired from. Let me see just a moment, because I really want to mention this song. It's really inspiration to the making of that. God, I won't find it. Oh, this is so frustrating.
I'm trying to think. I'm trying to go through my Rat song Rolodex.
Waco Junior. That's
Okay. Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
So songs are a little bit more like about leaving out than adding too many notes. And I'm the kind of person that really likes to add a lot. I like to add a lot of notes. I like to add a lot of melodies. And I thought I'm gonna challenge myself and create a song that leaves notes out, and it's groovier and it's kind of bluesier. And this is what the Midnight Hour became. And it was kind of like a challenge, but it was very cool. And you will hear a lot of bluesier guitar licks in there.
Nice.
It's something that is common for my guitar playing.
Then I got down to track 4, Accelerate. My note here says, Holy Judas Priest. I mean,
Yeah.
that song takes off, and I hear I hear a Priest vibe in it. But I've got to ask, at the end with the car crash, am I hearing a little homage to Detroit Rock City?
That is actually a very interesting thing, because I realized later on that it indeed is very much similar to the Kiss, the Detroit Rock City intro, though it wasn't intentional at all, because the song is about driving, and indeed there were in the lyrics there are a lot of Judas Priest influences. Composition wise, I was very inspired by King Diamond, even though I don't know if that's Bible in the song. So the lyrics are very Judas Priesty, and yeah, I am, for the people that know me, know that I'm a huge Kiss fan, though I wasn't really awarely trying to do it. I would never want to copy a band, but yes, I accidentally, I'm too much of a big fan, and I unawarely do that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, sure. I mean, it's you know, it's what you grew up on. It's what you know. So Christina, I know a lot about Sonia's background and everything. I don't know a lot about you. Where did you come from? Where did you start singing? Have you had any band experience on this level?
Yeah, I've been singing for 20 years now. I'm also a metal vocal coach in Barcelona, my hometown. I work in a school called Metal Academy School of Music. Is a school just devoted to metal music. And they do all the instruments. Wow. And yeah, it's fantastic, and it's like a dream for me to work there. And I've been singing in many bands. I started as a bass player like when I was like 14 years old, but later on I realized that my thing was vocals, obviously. And yeah, now I'm in Cobra Spell. I have a band in Barcelona too that is called Born in Exile. We do progressive metal, and I've been them like for 10 years. It's like we do local concerts. We don't tour or anything big, and for me it's very cool because I can combine both things together. And being in Cobra Spell for me now is like the biggest thing I ever experienced, and I'm so happy to share stage with the magnificent Sonia.
And I'm happy that I can share the stage with her. She's
because
so talented.
It's amazing to finally release all the energy that I've been saving for all these years. Yeah, and that's it. I hope the question is answered.
Yeah, you did perfectly. And what I like too about both of you, as you mentioned, you know, you teach vocals and stuff like that. Sonia, you teach guitar lessons stuff. So in a way, you're both giving back and you're paying it forward, and you're, you know, as Kiss and the band's influenced you, maybe you're influencing the next generation. You know, you're responsible for what's coming forward, you know, and you're playing a role in that. And I think that's awesome.
It's very important for me to see younger people going to concerts. It's something that means a lot to me. You know, certainly when we were playing these last shows with Cobra Spell lately, like in Spain and in the Netherlands, there were some young guys coming, like that are under 20 years old, and with their battle vests, with bands that are from the 80s. And you know, I'm also very young, but it's very obvious that there is a lot, like this style of music is listened a lot by older people, and we need more young blood in this style. And seeing these younger people visiting our shows was something that means so much to me. I have no words. It's like one of the things that makes me extremely happy to see that happening. that there is young people starting to listen to this. And I feel like my task as a guitarist is to inspire, most importantly, younger girls, because there's already a lot of men, but more also younger girls, to pick up a guitar, pick an instrument, and do the same thing, to listen to these bands that I like. And hopefully there will be a lot of more musicians out there that bring back the style of music that feels like it's dying out a little bit. You know, we need more of it. And I think Christina also agrees with me. It's like,
yeah, of course. I have a lot of students, a lot of female students, in fact, and every day there's more and more and more girls doing music, and wow, for me it's like a pleasure to like share with them all my knowledge and how I became or how I built my actual voice, because it's not that building your voice is not something that just happens, you know. You have to work very hard on it, because for me, since my instrument is inside of my body and I cannot see the things that I am touching, okay, because if I play a piano, I can play like this and I have my eyes to see and my ears to listen, but man, when your instrument is inside of your throat, you cannot calculate anything. You just need to practice and practice and experience new techniques and study and study and study. And yeah, a lot of girls are making music, young boys, of course, young girls, and yeah, I'm so happy to be part of it, to be like some
a role model.
Yes,
absolutely.
like, wow, it's in our hands, you know. It's like, wow.
Yeah, right. You're nurturing this talent, you know. I know we're running a little short on time, and Sonia, I want to get one other question into you, just because my daughter is very, very into this as well.
Yeah.
A side passion of yours is gymnastics?
That's right. Though I don't have much time for it, unfortunately. You know, I'm a kind of person that I love doing active things. I've done kung fu, gymnastics, synchronized swimming, you name it, I have done it. I just love to be active. But yeah, right now I'm on tour and I'm not able to do it, though sometimes I might do some handsprings or some handstands, but yeah, I love it.
That is very, very cool. So you're leaving in a couple days, going back out on tour. You're hitting, what is it, Europe and Germany, or where's it going next? I got confused when I was looking at the dates.
Yeah, in just 3 days, we will be taking off on a tour with Enforcer and Evo Invaders. We already did a little part of it, though. We are joining them again on some shows in Germany, Belgium, Poland, and Austria. And besides of it, we have a lot of more shows confirmed in the Netherlands, Sweden, in the UK, Germany is like a cruise that we're doing, and Belgium. Yeah, we have a lot of shows planned, and everything you can find on our social media. We will be heavily promoting it there.
Very, very cool. Love the guys in Enforcer. Mesmerized by Fire is like one of my favorite tracks ever.
Yeah, it's lovely, and they play it live. It's so awesome.
When that timing change hits, it's amazing. I thank you both for your time today. This has been fantastic. I wish you both great success out there. May all your shows be sold out, travel safe, and hopefully you get over here to the States sometime.
Fantastic. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.